What this does is it gives us the ability to set project due dates. It also organizes the site collection in a way that gives us, it's easy to organize. Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to talk with you about how to set up a SharePoint collaborative workspace for your project management inside of Microsoft Online Services. This is a really great application if you're utilizing Microsoft Online in order to organize email, file sharing, and then also project management. This is one of the things that we do for our clients. And I'll show you how to quickly and easily build out a project workspace, a collaborative workspace that you can utilize for your organization within the Microsoft Online Services. This is based off of a customer request in order to go through the project management site. So I'll have our video and media production, post-production manager blur out all the names and faces in order to protect the identities of everybody concerned. In addition to that, Microsoft Online is probably the best application for email, file share, and collaborative workspace. So we do recommend that to all of our clients. If you haven't checked it out, I would definitely jump over there and I'll give you some more information if you have questions about that. Let me jump right in to the training itself. We're going to utilize one of our client accounts as an example here. First thing you're going to want to do is log into SharePoint. You should have username and access information in order to get that. You'll probably land on the homepage of your SharePoint collaborative workspace. The way that this is organized, the homepage is the parent, and then within that, you'll have sub-accounts within it and or project sites. The way we organize this is based off of different items: home, marketing, training, accounting, a Dropbox for file share, and then we have our customer accounts there. First thing you're going to want to do is navigate to a different workspace. So I would jump over to training. Or maybe marketing. And then you're going to select the house icon, and it'll take you back to the SharePoint workspace with all the different project sites on it. You just go ahead and create a site. You're going to create a team site for collaboration purposes. And then I like to utilize this project management site here. We're going to utilize that template. What this does is it gives us the ability to set project due dates. It also organizes the site collection in a way that gives us, it's easy to organize. It gives you file share announcements, a OneNote notebook, and things of this nature. So what you're going to do is put in the site name based off of the customer, site description, you can put in site description in regards to collaborative workspace. If you have a deadline on the project itself, you can put it there. It's going to give you a group email for notifications purposes, and then it's also going to build out the extension for the URL. If you want to update and modify that, you can modify anything, any one of these. If you want to change the template, you could click that as well, but we'll go ahead and click next. Then we have our privacy settings. What we want to do is we can either set this to private or public and set up permissions here. Only members can have access to the site. We'll go ahead and set that up. And then we'll invite our members that we want to set up in regards to membership. Now, these are internal members that we can invite at this point. Once we get the site collection deployed, what we will do from there is start to invite external members, and I have some training on that. It's on our YouTube channel, and or you can, if you are a customer of ours, you can go to support.razorcharmnetworks.com and ask Automate, our AI chat widget. So we'll go ahead and add the members here, and then we'll select finish. And this will build out our site collection for test customer. As you can see here, we have conversations, notebook, calendar, project tracker, issue tracker, documents, recycle bin. What we can do now is we want to modify this page. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump over to edit. And we'll jump into the page editor. And then for each one of these sections, what we can do is come over here and add like a company image. We can do that. So we'll upload an image from our go ahead and add an image. So these are elements within the page. So what we'll do is we'll come in here, select the element, and then we'll go into settings, and then we can come in here and actually set the date that the project is to be due, how we want it to display, whether or not we want a call to action. We could add a background image. And then we can come down here. We can just customize each one of these elements on the page to determine whether or not we want to display them. We can add project contacts. And then we can build out each one of these sections. Again, what we want to do is we want to make sure that for each one of these sections, we can select the element or the row. We can turn it from 1 column to 2 column. We can hover over specific sections and add text. We have our document activity there. So once we get the page set up to where, from a color standpoint, all the elements are applied to the page accurately, we have all the information. What we'll do is we'll just republish this page. And then we have all of our information in regards to project tracking lists and things of that nature. Again, these project tracking lists, these are task lists that you can create. You can add new items to these. You can customize them. So if you'd like to get more information on how to do that, we can go ahead and get that handled for you as well. For now, getting the site collection, the project tracking site collection set up is kind of the initial process. And then what we want to do is we want to come in here and actually capture this URL. So we're going to copy that. We're going to go back to the home page for the site collection. We're going to go into site settings. And then we're going to go to navigation. And what we're going to do is we're just going to create a link and apply that to the customer project dropdown. So what we'll do is we will go into the customer project dropdown and we're going to add a link. We'll just paste that in there. Select OK. And as you can see here, we've got that new test customer in there. So we'll want to come down, select OK. And then we can go back to home. On the global navigation, we would select home. We'll just wait for it to load. Internet connection might be a little bit slow there. I'm just going to jump over to my saved link there. If you look at the URL, we're looking to access the site collection home. And if we go to the customer's project tab, as you can see here, we have the test customer that's been added to the project tab. Drop down and we have the entire site collection here that we can access. It'll have all of our information, logos, and everything like that. And then from here, what we would do is we would build out all the elements on the page, again, by selecting edit. And then we could also add, on the quick launch navigation, we could add additional elements on there as well. We can update those links and everything like that, add additional project elements and things of that nature. So that's how you build out a SharePoint collaborative workspace. If you want to collaborate with users, there's one more thing that I am going to show you how to do, and that is how to invite external users into your SharePoint collaborative workspace. This is important. Of course, if you're utilizing internal users, you have to pay for licensing in regards to those users. So if you don't want to have to pay for licensing, but you want to collaborate with external users, I'm going to take you through that process real quick right now. What you would do is you would go to the gear icon, the top right section of your SharePoint site. You're going to select site permissions, and then you're going to go to advanced permissions. And this will take you to the groups that have been set up for the SharePoint workspace. And again, you have members, owners, and visitors. You have their permissions over here. So visitors only have the ability to read. Members have the ability to edit and collaborate with you on the site. And then, of course, the owners have full control. So if we open up any of these groups, we can see who has been invited to this. If I want to add a member to this particular group, and then we have the ability to send emails to them. We can customize. We can customize the messaging. And then we would select share. That's going to add them to the test customer owners group. So we can go back to the visitors and or members. And this one right here is a distribution group that's automatically assigned as a member. If we want to look at that, as you can see here, if we send any messages to this distribution group, it'll distribute it to all the members. If we want to add external users, we just add users. And if you type out a fully qualified domain, it's going to send an invitation to that. They will have to authenticate that email and domain with a Microsoft account, and then they will be able to get access to the SharePoint Collaborative Workspace on Microsoft Online. So that's how you build out your workspace and also invite external users to it. That should answer any questions you have, but if you have additional questions, go ahead and leave those in the description of this video. If you haven't done so already, jump over to YouTube, subscribe, set up notifications so you don't miss future trainings, how to set up your environment to automate your customer lifecycle. The goal is to leverage AI and automation in order to help you move contacts through the customer journey more rapidly and with better results than ever before. If that sounds like something you'd like to get more information on, please Join us on our YouTube channel at Razor Sharp Networks. And as always, hopefully we get a chance to talk in the very near future. And until then, make today and every day a fantastic day. We'll talk with you real soon. Hey there, if you like that how-to video and you'd like to get access to our entire knowledge base, visit support.razorsharpnetworks.com, where you can learn about how to leverage automation and AI to help you move contacts through your customer journey more rapidly and with better results than ever before.